breaking news report. Another federal judge has gone rogue even after the Supreme Court ruling. This is absolutely wild. Ruling against the big, beautiful bill and the funding of the largest abortion provider in the country. This is absolutely wild. It's sick. It's wrong. I've got a big win I'm going to temper this with, something that'll really excite y'all. So stick with me here. Do me a favor, though. Please smash that like. Do chat in with where you're from. I'll mention my sponsor really quickly. That's Birch Gold, folks. Since Trump was sworn in, his administration has made enormous progress at breakneck speed. But while they are fighting for the country, you have to fight for your own finances. One of the best ways to do that is to diversify. That's right, with Birch Gold. Text Lumberjack to 989-898. Again, that's Lumberjack to 989-898 to get your free info kit on gold and silver. Gold has been up over 40% this year. It is on a tear. It has been the best performing asset class out there. It's awesome. So do what you want to do. Do your own thing. But I diversify with physical gold and silver through Birch Gold. Text Lumberjack to 989-898. Okay, folks, this is wild. I'm going to go with the win first because I'm just too irritated about this TRO. So let me first tell you, this is exactly the kind of stuff you want to hear from your Border Patrol chief. So earlier today, I did a live stream and it showed Karen Bass having a little freak out session on the phone. She was in the crowd. They were clearing out a park in Los Angeles, Customs and Border Patrol, ICE, all of it. And Karen Bass was freaking out, telling them they need to get the heck out of Dodge, okay? Well, anyways, Bill Mulligan says this on X. I'm going to get to the TRO in just a second, but I have to temper this with this win because, folks, you need a win when you hear just how bad this TRO is. I just spoke to Border Patrol Chief Gregory Bavino, okay, who was elected, who was the official on the phone with Karen Bass at MacArthur Park today. I asked him for his message to her as she demands raids end. He said, this is so awesome. He said, I don't work for Karen Bass. Better get used to us now because this is going to be very normal very soon. We will go anywhere, anytime we want in Los Angeles. Folks, give our Border Patrol Chief, Gregory Bavino, a hand clap because I'm telling you, if you can't like that, I don't know what you can like. But not only that, U.S. Border Patrol Chief Gregory responded to Bill just to show you how legitimate this is. He said, nice to talk with you again today, Bill. We may well go back to MacArthur Park or other places in and around Los Angeles. Illegal aliens had the opportunity to self-deport. Now we'll help things along a bit. Okay, that's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So now I see some questions wondering what a TRO is. TRO is temporary restraining order. So here's what happened. A judge has entered a TRO against the defunding of abortion providers. I'm not kidding. This comes out of the big, beautiful bill. So one of the things that happened, look, there's a couple just like personal things that I was really excited about in the big, beautiful bill, okay? One is there is no more $200 tax on suppressors, folks. It's gone. Now, they are still under the registration rules of the National Firearms Act, so that's bad. But there is the lawsuit's already coming at them, though, because once that tax has been taken out, this is now an accessory. It should not be registered as a firearm, okay? So that came in the big, beautiful bill as well. That's a huge win for gun owners not to have to pay that. I had never bought a suppressor simply because I knew that would always fall. And the fact that the government could collect an extra $200 from us for nothing really pissed me off, okay? Really pissed me off. So I never bought one. Now I'm going to get one. Why? Because it's good for your ears. It's called a suppressor. For a reason, it suppresses the sound. How many of you would like to have a suppressor on your gun? Now, here's the thing, and somebody just mentioned it. Larry Pickett said this judge has no authority on the bill. That's right, because this is law passed out of Congress that does not violate any constitutional any sort of the Bill of Rights. It does not, any amendment to the Constitution, it doesn't violate it. So the judge actually has no right to rule on this whatsoever. It was decided by Congress, who we elect. Okay, y'all understand this? Y'all understand the difference here? So this was a bill. It It was the big, beautiful bill, the reconciliation. Okay, so the judge cannot rule on this. We also found out that Trump has much more authority than these federal judges thought, and that was ruled on by the Supreme Court about these TROs. So they don't even have to follow this TRO. But listen to this, right from this stupid thing. Here it is. This is from the United States District Court for the District of Massachusetts. This was Planned Parenthood, okay? Federation of America, Planned Parenthood League of Massachusetts, and Planned Parenthood Association of Utah versus Robert F. Kennedy, Oz, and so on. And this is the temporary restraining order by, what's the judge's name in this one? Where is the stinking judge's name? Here it is. Listen to this, folks. Indira Telwani, United States District Judge. I wonder if this judge was born in the U.S. There should be no way a judge can be a judge if they were not born in the U.S. How many of you agree with me on this? Okay? Not they became a citizen later, nothing. Okay? No, if they were not born here, if they're not a natural citizen born here in the United States, there's absolutely no way that they should be able to be a judge. Period. Anyways, smash that like. I'm giving you good ideas. All right, now check this out. Okay, seriously. Temporary restraining order. Upon consideration of plaintiff's emergency motion for a temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction and accompanying memorandum of law and supporting declarations and finding good cause shown, it is hereby ordered that the request for a TRO is granted. It is further ordered that defendants, their agents, employees, appointees, successors, and anyone acting in concert or participation with defendants are hereby enjoined from retroactively enforcing, or otherwise applying the provisions of, listen to this, Section 71113 of an act to provide for reconciliation pursuant to Title II of H. Congress Resolution 14 against Planned Parenthood Federation of America and its members, Planned Parenthood League of Massachusetts, and Planned Parenthood Association of Utah. Again, this is straight from the bill. There is nothing unconstitutional about defunding Planned Parenthood from a reconciliation process in a bill. This did not even escape. Look, folks, to tell you just how egregious this judge's ruling, do you remember the stupid Senate parliamentarian, the unelected appointee of Harry Reid, who said that we couldn't do all these other things, like we couldn't take away Medicaid for illegal aliens? Even she, the lefty that she was, let this go through because it is completely legal. Do you all understand what I'm saying? The Senate parliamentarian who said that we had to fund Medicaid for illegal aliens let this go through, seeing no problem with it. And now this judge enters a temporary restraining order after the Supreme Court just ruled that these judges couldn't ever put in these temporary restraining orders? This is pure crap. It's pure crap. And furthermore, there is no reason that you or I should have to spend our hard-earned tax dollars funding a heinous, evil, satanic organization like Planned Parenthood. None. No reason whatsoever at all. It's absolutely disgusting, okay? So plaintiffs shall promptly serve this TRO order on defendants electronically or by any other, by another manner authorized by blah, blah, blah. Within 72 hours of such service, defendants shall provide a copy of this TRO to all personnel within the Department of Health and Human Services and all state agencies involved with the disbursement of Medicaid funding. Again, this is a funding issue. They simply strip funding. It is not a policy issue because there is no way that we are stupid. The funding illegals through Medicaid shouldn't have been taken out by the Senate parliamentarian, and she still allowed this to go through. This shall remain in effect for 14 days unless vacated, modified, or extended by the court. By Indira Telwani, United States District Judge. Complete crap, okay? But hey, I told you, the U.S. Border Patrol Chief told Mayor Bash she could take a flying flip and that he's going to go into the MacArthur Park anytime they want to. So that's winning, that we don't have people cowering. So, but these unconstitutional activists, derelict judges, they need to go. They need to go. Anyways, I love y'all. Keep fighting the good fight. Share this out. Smash the like on your way out and go check out Birch Gold. Text Lumberjack to 989898 to get your free info kit on gold and silver. Investing in that, it is free. There's no obligation. We'll see you on the next episode. Peace out.